Titans fans, the schedule dropped last night, and on today's show, we're going to go through every single game, give a prediction, win or loss, and see what the final record ends up being. A lot of these games were influenced by producer Jack, so if you like it or dislike it, you can, give him a follow and weigh in with him at Jack Lauderay. But before we get to all of that, like this video if you're excited and fired up about Titans football. Hey, we're actually closer to the upcoming season than we were from when the regular season ended. How about that? Football will be here before we know it, so hit that thumbs up icon if you're ready to go. You're watching Titans Today by Chat Sports. I am Harrison Graham, and like we said, we're going to go through the entire schedule, predict win or loss for every single game. But if you missed it, here is the Titans 2022 schedule. Week 1 should be an easy one against the Giants at home. Week 2 at Buffalo, Monday Night Football. That should be one of the better games of the year. Week 3 at home against the Raiders, and then a Week 4 road trip to the Indianapolis Colts. Week 5 against the Washington Commanders up in D.C. before a Week 6 bye week. Week 7 back at home against the Colts, and then Week 8 a road trip down to Houston. A major road trip up to Kansas City in Week 9 for Saturday Night Football. Denver in Week 10 at home. Week 11 at Green Bay for Thursday Night Football. And then Week 12 at home against the Cincinnati Bengals. Week 13 at the Eagles. Week 14 home against the Jags. Week 15 at the Chargers. And then wrapping things up, Week 16 against the Texans on Christmas Eve. Week 17 against the Cowboys on Thursday Night Football. And then Week 18 against the Jacksonville Jaguars. So, before we predict every single game, what is your final record for the Titans this year, the defending AFC regular season champs from a year ago? What's it going to be here in 2022? All right, let's go game by game. Week 1, you can't really ask for a more favorable start to the season. Giants at home. They're a young, kind of rebuilding team. Got to win this game. Titans get off to a 1-0 start. Week 2, Monday Night Football up in Buffalo. This will obviously be challenging. I'll go loss here. A winnable game. Every game should be winnable if you're a Titans fan. It's a good team ready to win, but that Bills team is pretty damn good. Week 3, come back home against the Raiders, get back on track. I think you win this one. Vegas made a lot of moves this offseason, but I think the Titans, should feel pretty good about their chances in this one. The reason I said Colts because Week 4 is at the Colts. One of those 50-50 games. If you split with the Colts, I don't think it's the end of the world. Titans get off to a 2-2 start. Hey, Titans fans, we're just under 600 subscribers away from 4,000 on this channel. If you love the Titans, then subscribe because we do 3, 4, 5 videos per week here on Tennessee Titans Today. So help us out, youtube.com/Titans Today. If you want more free coverage, hit that sub button right now. Week 5 at the Washington Commanders. Got to take care of business in certain road games. This feels like one of those. Carson Wentz stinks, and you're familiar with him after facing him twice last season. Week 6 bye, and then a Week 7 game against Wentz's old team, the Indianapolis Colts. I think you get back on track after losing on the road to them earlier in the year. I think you win this one at home against Indianapolis. Week 8, you go down to Houston. Got to sweep the Texans this year. They win this one to start 5-2 through 7 games after that Week 6 bye as well. So what game are you most excited about, Titans fans, this year? One game. Home game, away game, doesn't matter. Which game are you most excited about this season? I want to hear from you guys down in the comments section. It's always fun when the Titans play the Chiefs. This will be a tough one, though, at Arrowhead. It's prime time, Sunday Night Football. But Tennessee's matched up well with the Chiefs in the past. I'll lean Kansas City, but weirder things have happened before. Week 10, at home against the Broncos. I think if you split these two games, you'd be feeling pretty good. Russell Wilson's going to give Denver a much better offense, but back at home, I think Titans get back on track with a close victory. This would be a signature win, I think. Green Bay. Now, you would think, man, going up to Lambeau could be cold this time of year. Well, number one, the Packers have proven they haven't always played well in the cold. And two, they don't have Devontae Adams anymore. So if you can ground and pound Derrick Henry, grind out a win, I think that's very much a possibility. Week 12 at home against Tennessee, a rare home loss. This is a tough 4-game stretch right here. All 4 of these teams could be in the playoffs this year. If you split them, go 2-2, I think you'd be feeling pretty good if you're a Titans fan. 7-4 start through 11 games. Week 13 at the Eagles. Be nice to pick up a good road win. I think they get it done. I still don't trust Jalen Hurts. I think Tennessee wins this matchup. Week 14 against the Jags. Every year when your team schedule comes out, you got to circle a couple of games like, hey, we'll for sure win that one, for sure win that one. Doesn't always happen. Needs to happen against Jacksonville. Got to beat Jacksonville both times. Week 15 at the Chargers. This one could go either way. Producer Jack talked me into it. I said, okay, I could see it. At the Chargers, Ryan Tannehill is going to have to play really well because Justin Herbert has really played well through 2 NFL seasons. 10-4 start coming down the final stretch in a moment. But before we do so, are you going to go to a Titans game this year? Type Y for yes, type in for no. And if you are, let us know which game it's going to be in the comments. If you know already, maybe you're saying yes, but you don't know which game yet. That's perfectly fine as well. Just type Y for yes or type in for no. 3 games to go versus the Texans at home. Again, like the Jags, got to take care of business there. Week 17 against the Cowboys at home. Another one of these 50-50 games, but you get them at home. Good opportunity to win this one. And then Week 18 at Jacksonville, another win. So 6 straight wins to end the season. I think it's possible the way the schedule sets up. 13-4 feels ambitious, but the schedule isn't that crazy, guys. I think Tennessee should win at least 10 games. I think 12, 13, 14 could be a possibility. So there you go. Predict the Titans' record in 2022. I want to hear it from you guys in the comments. I think this team wins the AFC South yet again. I want to know how many wins for Tennessee this year. Just to recap our record prediction for the Tennessee Titans in 2022. 2-2 start, win versus the Giants, win versus the Raiders, road losses against the Bills and the Colts in weeks 2 and 4. Then a nice little streak here. You win 3 games in 4 weeks, sandwiched with a bye in the middle, win at Washington, win at home against the Colts, and then a road win against the Houston Texans. Next 4 games, this is the toughest part of the schedule by far. At the Chiefs, Broncos at home, at the Packers, Bengals at home. You go 2-2 here, I think you'd be pretty happy. Losses to Kansas City and Cincinnati, and then wins over the Broncos and up in Green Bay. Before 6 straight wins to finish the season. At Philadelphia, Jaguars at home, at the Chargers. That would be a nice little 3-game stretch there if you can win them all. And then a win over Houston, over the Cowboys, and then a road game win over the Jacksonville Jaguars. You add it all up. 13-4. I think it's actually a possibility. All right, appreciate you Titans fans for tuning in to today's show. I hope everybody has a fantastic weekend. Please subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. We're trying to get to 4,000 subs as soon as possible. I'm Harrison Graham from Chat Sports. We'll see you soon here on Titans Today.